Good morning, sports fans. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Josh Komnick along with the furniture guy, Jake Johnston, and that's where we are today.
Yeah, out the furniture store.
Out the furniture store.
Kicking the tires.
Already got the driveway cleaned as you were out here shoveling like crazy when I got here.
My arms are tired.
On a certain big tractor that takes him 2 minutes to get it all done. But he's got it all ready for you to come on in here to Jake's Furnishing. The driveway is cleaned. And, Jake, let everybody know what's going on as far as what they're going to see when they come in.
Yeah, we're still working with our winter clearance sale. We've got quite a few things, actually great specials and whatnot. Recliners at under $200 and, just a lot of
perfect for tomorrow.
Good values. Absolutely.
Tomorrow is the Super Bowl.
Got this big sectional right behind you with the console that has your iPod dock holder and speakers in it and all that good stuff.
Put my little phone right there and put the headphones on, and I will never hear the kids.
That's exactly right.
Perfect for me. We're out here at Jake's Furnishings as it's Jake called it Winning Saturday. We always love Winning Saturday, even though the Railers did not play, but it technically is not Losing Saturday, so you are right.
One less Saturday. So.
Right, yeah, it's Winning Saturday as the Railers were off, kind of an odd Friday to have off. I don't remember, as we've done this and I've played, and I don't remember the last time we had a Friday off as Coach Neil Alexander is here. Even we didn't give Coach a day off today, even though he had a game off last night. But, Coach, it's a little bit different not having a game last night. What did you do with yourself?
Oh, we went out and watched basketball.
Figured you would.
We were all over the place last night, so trying to get things scouted out for the rest of the year. And, basically we've got the main season pretty much done, but we're working on the regional and sectional now.
As I'm assuming the reason we didn't play last night was because of the odd number of schools now that Rochester has joined the Central State 8. But here in the next couple of years, there's going to be some changes. Of course, Taylorville going to the Apollo Conference, and that evens it back up at 8. But I've also heard some things that Decatur MacArthur and maybe Decatur Eisenhower may be coming over to the Central State 8. Is there any truth to that, Coach?
Well, I think they've been talking. I don't know where they stand with it or what's going on there. But I do know that I think they're interested in coming. I don't know how they feel about the Big 12, but I still think there's a lot of travel over there in the Big 12, for them even going to Danville and everything. So, again, everything is centered around, the football and playoffs and everything there.
As we're talking Railer basketball, we also want to let everybody know it's a Rock and Shout Railer Blackout Friday, February the 9th at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as the Rail Splitters take on Glenbrook South at 6:30. Show your Railer pride when you sponsor the Railer Cheerleaders with your business or name on the back of the Blackout T-shirt with 3 levels of sponsorship to choose from: $200, $100, and also $50. And you can pre-order your shirt for only $10 now by contacting any JV or varsity cheerleader and or cheerleading coach Lauren Morris at 732-4131. So don't miss the Rock and Shout Railer Blackout, February 9th at LCHS, and let's black out Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium with Railer Pride. A special thanks to WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Coach, talking a little bit about that game. It's a new opponent, and you got a chance to go up and see him last night.
Yeah, that's one that we did. We scouted them last night, and they're just, I think they got about 2,200 students, and, there's a lot of kids there to choose from, and they're big, and they're very, very physical, but yet they get into you and try to muscle you around. So it'll be an interesting game.
Coach, let's go through the scores here from last night. Again, the Railers were off last night, and Southeast was a winner, 62-42. That evens, believe evens everything up for at least 3 teams in the Central State 8. The Railers, Southeast, and SHD all tied at 10-2 in the conference. Southeast is 16-5 overall. Of course, Peyton Allen still out for Chatham-Glenwood, their high-powered scorer. So Southeast wins 62-42. Jacksonville was a winner, 49-45 over Lanphier. Jacksonville improves to 16-7 on the season, 8-3 in the conference. So they're a couple games back, really, with the minimal amount of games in the conference left. It's really just a race between the Railers, Southeast, and Sacred Heart Griffin. Springfield was a winner. Our opponent tonight, they won against Rochester, 38-34. They improved to 3-19 on the season, 3-10 in the conference. Obadiah Church Jeff will have fun with that one tonight. 13 points for Springfield. They also had a couple guys with 9, so some scoring. Looks like Southeast looking a little bit, or Springfield looking a little bit better than they did at the start of the season. Rochester 34. They are 3-19, 1-10 in the conference, and SHG was a winner 66-56 over Taylorville. SHG improves to 17-4 on the season, 10-2 in the conference. Taylorville falls to 13-12 and 1-11 in the conference. Area scores to note: Springfield Lutheran 72, Mount Pulaski 37, and Illini Central was a big winner last night, 75-27 over Greenview. But Coach, leading into the game tonight, of course, off last night. The Railers 20-4 on the season, 10-2 in the conference. Heading to Springfield, it's a game most experts would say you're supposed to win, and probably supposed to win pretty handily. But then again, you just get a team that has nothing to lose. They know they're not supposed to win. You come in with a carefree attitude. They hit some shots, and they've definitely got the talent to do it.
Oh, without a doubt, and they're playing much better. They got Isaiah Nelson back there at Christmas time, and he makes that a different basketball team. And they've been in a lot of games. I think last weekend they played Jacksonville at Jacksonville, and Jacksonville had to struggle to beat them in overtime. So they're playing exceptionally well right now. So if we go down there with the mindset that we just have to show up, it could be a surprising evening for our kids.
Last time out against Springfield, we were a winner 52-27. Max Cook led the way with 13 points. He had 9 rebounds and 3 assists that game. Will Podbelsek had 10. Tyler Horsham also had 10. 8 points from Edward Bolby, 6 from Gavin Block. So a lot of scoring, a lot of even scoring last time for the Railers. Looks like the Senators were led with a couple guys, looks like with 7. Avery Pearl and also Isaiah Nelson had 7 the last time. And so again, but on the road, early start again tonight, Saturday in the Central State 8. The sophomores start at 5, and the varsity will be somewhere around 6:30 at Springfield High tonight. So, Coach, what are some things that the Railers you guys have worked on this week with knowing that you're not going to be playing Friday? Some of the things that you kind of hammer home to the kids.
Yeah, we just worked on execution and trying to get our timing down a little bit, and our defense. We need to make sure that we continue to move and do things, and we worked on some small adjustments in our defense to handle the type of play that's, for instance, Springfield will do is they'll try to move the ball on the perimeter and just keep it out there. So we've tried to work on being able to force the ball to the corner to where we can run into some traps, and they've got some young kids down there in those corners. So if you can get good hard traps on them, you can force some turnovers here and there. So we also worked on just our mental preparation, about being prepared to play. You only have one game this week, so there's no excuse to being tired or anything, and so we just got to go down there and play. And I think our conference race is exactly how people thought it'd be. Right now we got 3 teams at 10-2, and you still got Jacksonville sitting there 8-3. Really, in the loser side, only a game back.
Right.
And they still have to play Southeast. They still have to play. Who's the other
SHG.
one? SHG. They still have to play those 2, so they can put them in there, and I think it's a 4-team race right now. And again, I still think you've got some teams on the outside that can make a difference. And Chatham has to get Peyton Allen back, but if they get Peyton Allen back, and I don't think he'll ever be healthy this year because of his sickness and the amount of time that he's missed, but he will make a difference for him because he gives them another avenue as far as the scoring goes and things. And Lanphier, we got to go down there the last game of the year. That's a dangerous team, and if they know they have a chance to knock us out of the conference championship and whatever, it'll be that's quite a rivalry to begin with. So there's still a lot of playing going on in our league, and it'll be interesting going down these last 3 weeks.
Coach, did regional seedings come out?
They come out this week.
This week.
pairings are done this week. I think this is a big week. This is a big game for us. We need to state that we're, if we go into the seeding meeting, barely slipping by the bottom team in our league,
right.
That's not going to suit very well. But if we can have an impressive win tonight and go in there with 21-4.
Basically, we're battling U-High.
U-High,
for the number one
Bloomington's
spot.
got 9 or 10 losses, and but you take a look at U-High, and they're sitting there with, let's see, I think their record was 15-5 going into last night. And I don't know what they did last night. I'm sure they won. They beat Olympia or played Olympia, so they're probably 16 and 5 going in. So I think our schedule plays in our favor if the coaches will take that into consideration.
Yeah, they're definitely with the amount of or the talented people that we play, you would sure think that that would win over even if we did slip up. But I don't see that happening tonight. I think the Railers, of course, take care of business at Springfield tonight. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we've got a few Railers lounging out on some of the recliners over here at Jake's Furnishings right now. Coach got them up early and made them come into the cheap seats. We're going to have them on, and then after the second half of the show, we've got a little Super Bowl contest for a chance to win some prizes. Hampton Inn, jacuzzi suite, some pizzas, a lot of things going on here. So stay tuned. You're going to have to call in for the contest. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM and WLCN online. Wow. Not sure where you got that one at.
Yeah, not good.
Whoa.
No.
Back here at Jake's Furnishings, located Woodlawn Road here in Lincoln, Illinois. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Josh Komnick along with the furniture guy, Jake Johnston, and Coach Neil Alexander is also here after we've deemed it a winning Saturday, even though we didn't play, but we didn't lose. So
played last Saturday.
Yeah, we won last Saturday. So also, we've got a couple of the Railer varsity basketball members. Senior Will Podbelsek, also junior Joey Olden, and also junior Max Cook here stopping by. They have lifted themselves off the couch and now are going to talk to us. And the first guy that stepped up was the senior, the captain, Will Podbelsek. And Will, thanks for getting up this morning and coming in, but also this season, your senior year, after I think maybe would you call it, or maybe all of us would call it a struggle a little bit last year of a season, 16-16. Any idea that we would be 20-4 right now, 10-2, winning the Meyer Classic, and just having a real fine season so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far, and everybody's working hard, and I don't know.
You expected this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you were planning on. You knew this was going to happen. It's playing out just like planned.
Yeah, I knew we'd have a good season and stuff. Our team works like really good together, and everybody can play. So.
Yeah, you're exactly right as far as that, Coach. A team that you said you've liked since day one. You really, in practice, got to do some extended things early on because they knew what was going on. They knew where to be. They knew what they were supposed to be doing. And you see people around after our games, and you can just see what they're doing. Even though I've got the headphones on, they can see people talking about, especially people from Chatham, Springfield, whatever, and they do this flipping the ball like they're passing, and you know what they're saying. This team passes the ball so well, so unselfish. It makes it really fun to watch.
Well, I think this team's a hard team to prepare for. We've got 5 guys, and if Joey decides to shoot the ball once in a while, we've really got 6 guys that can look to score. But Joey's coming off that hand injury, and it takes some time. He's really 6 weeks behind the rest of them and trying to flow back in and everything. But it's a fun group to coach. It's a fun group to I think they're fun to watch and things, and as a coach, they get tired of me screaming and hollering, but, we still want to work to do some things better and get better as time goes on, because we want to be the best here in a couple weeks that we can be. And, this group here, the mentality is an important part in how we approach games, because once you get to the season, the postseason, you have to be focused every night, and that's what we're trying to get them to do, is come prepared to play, and everything carries over. So And Will, one thing about Will that I never ever have to worry about is the type of effort you get from him. He's always practice. He goes as hard as what he does on games, and that makes him pretty good.
Will, almost 10 points a game this year. Your game has definitely improved since last year. What did you do over the summer, up in early workouts before the season started, to get your game to where it is today?
Just a lot of hard work and a lot of repetition, like in offensive camp over the summer. A lot of shooting. We do a lot of lifting in the off season too, and I feel like it really has helped me and improved a lot of my skills.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Anytime a big guy puts the ball on the floor, you're generally the guy that goes after it. And also, when Joey went down, your position had to change a little bit. Was there anything, as being a senior, your buddy goes down, your guard goes down, your point guard, was there anything that you told yourself that, hey, I've got to even pick it up a little bit more?
Yeah, it was. I mean, Joey was a vital part to our game at that point, and losing somebody that attacks the hole like that, I felt like I had to step up. I feel like all our teammates felt the pressure to step up and play better after he was gone. Losing a ball handler, and I was playing a wing at the time, so I had to step up and play point on defense for this time. So learning that new position a little more was a little difficult, but finally got it down. So.
Well, and it gives you a little bit more variety, Coach, to obviously you don't want to see Joey go down at that time, but Will learns a different position. He really breaks out, I thought, after Joey went down. Started his best play of the season, shooting, hustle, defense, leadership, everything picked up for Will.
Well, yeah, and it did. It created some depth that's very good right now, and we've got the 4 or 5 guards that we rotate in, and we don't really miss a beat when that happens. And on a given night, one of them may not be performing as well as the other, so we can take and make sure that we rotate them in. So that gives us a little more of an advantage that our depth can have. And we talked to them, and we've mentioned it before. While Joey was out, the 3 guys on top were basically playing 32 minutes a night, and here in February is when you feel it. So with Joey back, we've tried to cut some playing time down to where their legs will be a little more fresh, and hopefully they'll be a little quicker.
Stepping up on the mic, junior Joey Olden. And Joey, thanks for coming in today. Give us an update on the hand. I've seen you dive a few times, and you see a little bit of a grimace, but is it full go contact now?
Oh yeah, it's good now. The first 2 weeks or so, it was a little rusty and stiff and stuff, but now it's back to normal, and I don't feel much anymore, and I feel like I can just start playing like I was again. Yeah,
you're right. Attacking the basket and going to the hole was what you were doing, and back at what you're doing now. Of course, the defense is part of your game, Coach. It's nice to have that guy on the top. You don't find a lot of guys that enjoy playing the top of the 1-2-2, and it looks like he sure does.
Yeah, well, that's an important part. And one thing Joey gives us is a little more length, and nothing against Pod, but I can't change. He's 5'9", I tell him, but he's probably about 5'6". But I can't change that. And with Joey up there, it gives us a little more length and everything, and it also puts Will back in a position where he can use one of his better skills, and that's his anticipation and his aggressiveness to make plays away from the ball.
Joey, you got a couple games left. Of course, Springfield tonight. You missed the last time we played Springfield, I believe, still with the injury. But what do you guys got to do tonight to keep this thing rolling?
We just got to come out from the very beginning and put pressure on them early, and just kind of send the message that it's not going to be a game, and we're going to just control it right from the get-go and just make sure that we do everything we're supposed to do and just take over right away.
20-4 on the season. Joey, anything that you expected? Did you expect this nice record that you have going so far this year?
In the summer, playing all those games, we as a team, we realized that we were going to be good this year, and if we kept working like we were in the summer every day and came to practice every day, that we were going to be better than people thought. And we expected to show up and win games that nobody thought we were going to. Yeah, of course, just one senior, the guy that just was on the mic, and a lot of talent coming back. Of course, we've got to get as far as we can. Of course, this year,
with the regional at Bloomington High. With hopefully we'll be getting the number 1 seed. But you've got a tough schedule left here to wrap up. Of course, one of your goals is also the Central State 8 championship, and we look at the schedule now. Rochester comes to Lincoln next Friday. Glenbrook South Saturday, February the 9th comes to Roy S., and then we have SHG, obviously a big game for a payback.
We kind of, I don't know, we didn't exactly play like we should have played when we went to SHG, and the guys are kind of hurt about it, and we just want to, send the message to them that they shouldn't have got that game that they did.
Well, Joey, thanks for coming in. Good luck tonight, and we'll be bringing all the games for the rest of the season. Pass that on to Max real quick.
Come on, Maxie.
Max Cook, Jr., number 2. My youngest son's favorite player. He's always number 2, running out at home in the basement playing basketball. But Max, thanks for coming in, and off to a good start. Of course, the season 20-4. But your game, I think, has really picked up since the Southeast game, the time we played Southeast at there. Your confidence seemed to rise. And did you think you'd be sitting at 20-4 right now?
I think this summer we realized that this year's team, we got really good chemistry, and nobody really cares if they score or not. And I think that just kind of set the tone for the whole year. And I think we expected to be in this position that we're in right now.
Coach, you talk about a guy that logged some minutes. This guy on the mic logged a lot of them, and not only you can play a lot of minutes and be a big guy and never bring the ball up the court or never have to worry about pressure. He handled the ball, especially when Joey was out, probably 85% of the time. Southeast, he brought the ball up almost every time, and there's a guy that put some work in this year.
Well, yeah, you got to worry about those guys hanging on you the whole game and the pressure of handling the ball and getting it up the court. And he's done a great job, and hopefully he'll continue to improve and get better. He's got another year, which is great, and it's just good things that's going on right now. We play tonight, and we play Springfield, and that's an away game. But after tonight, we got 5 games left, and 4 of them are at home.
Yeah, and that's nice to get. It seemed like we haven't been on the road a lot of home games this year, which wrapping up the season will be nice. But Max, of course, we just talked with Joey about that SHG matchup. Of course, we don't want to look past tonight's game, but definitely SHG is on the back of our minds with a little payback.
Yeah, that last one, I think they kind of got us at their place. We didn't come out, and we came out and hit shots early, but then after that we kept shooting, and nobody was really hitting. And then at the end, I think we did a good job of fighting back, but it just wasn't enough. And we're going to be ready for them whenever they come back to Roy S.
Max, one thing this team's got to do better in order to get to your ultimate goal, which would be Peoria. Is there anything that you can think of that, all in all, we just don't do this right now at a level where we can win a super sectional or we can get to Peoria?
I think the most important thing will be rebounding. And I think some nights we come out and we hit the boards hard, but some nights I think our rebounding isn't as good as it probably should be. And to get to Peoria, you got to have guys who can rebound because you're going to be going up against some bigger, stronger opponents.
Coach, almost 11, 12 points a game for Max, several assists a game, and probably right there at the leading rebounders on your team this year. It's definitely a guy that gets the offense going and has been scoring more, which is nice to see, really since probably Southeast.
Well, Max doesn't like to hear this, but this whole team centers around how his reaction goes and how he plays. And, usually when he goes to the boards aggressively, we're a good rebounding team. I don't know, as a third or fourth game, Max might have hit a shot or two, but he's an ultimate point guard. He's looking for his teammates first, and at that point I had to say, Matt, we got to have scoring out of you. And
no question.
He's come back and he's very, very consistent with it. One thing that Max has done over the last 2 years, his shot's gotten a whole lot better, and he's still got a year to get it. I like I told you, I'm a perfectionist. He can't miss any.
Right.
He's got to go 100% on every shot. So.
And generally when he catches and knows he's going to shoot it, it's almost in the bank every time. But when he hesitates, there's a little, the misses are there, as anybody does. But his shooting has definitely been consistent. And also, I have I've seen that he is an impersonator also on several websites around. And Max, you're not bad at Coach Alexander. Now, I don't know if you want to go around preaching that, but
let me tell you, this is the first time I've ever known that he's really paid attention.
Especially, normally you don't pay attention when you get taken out of the game. But we saw Max doing a kind of a neat little thing on the railers, and I think that was on 1450.com or something.
I think it's channel 1450.
Yeah, channel1450.com did a nice little thing on the railers where Max did a little impersonation of the big guy next to me, and he may not like that if running time comes, but it was a pretty neat thing.
I'm glad you brought it up. I kind of forgot about it a little bit.
No, I just watched it last night. I just found out about it. It's pretty neat looking. So,
well, but that channel is, it's the two former sportscasters from Channel 20, and they really like doing that because they have no time restraints at all. And if you haven't got on there, they cover the Central State 8 very well, and there's a lot of pieces on different types or the different kids in our league and things, and it's a pretty good one. It's just www.channel1450.com, and it's got some interesting things. They do things like what they did with Max, they get a player a week, and it's on Tuesday, I believe they do it. So it is an interesting site, and those guys are pretty good at it.
Yeah, it looked like the guys were having fun. Cruz was dancing, and all the guys were around him. So, Max, good luck not only tonight but the rest of the season. Of course, we'll be all over the Railer games from here on out, but go get them tonight.
All right, thank you.
That's going to do it. We got a half hour left, but we got a big Super Bowl contest coming up, so give us a call. We've got the phone numbers that are going to be 737-3791. You're going to have to give us, I'll let you know, second half of the show. Jake and I will be back, but Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for guys coming in, bringing the guys in, and let's go get another one.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to take a quick break from Jake's Furnishings. You're in the Cheap Seats 96.3 FM and WLCN online.com.